Hey, Nene.
Hi.
So since you so rudely broke my window mount for my phone, we have to go to this forsaken place.
Yeah.
Yep, to get another one. Because I want to record a good video for everybody. I don't want it shaking like this.
It still might do that.
Not if I'm sitting still. I don't plan on talking when I'm driving. I don't do that. Shouldn't do that. I don't text when I drive. I don't talk on the phone when I drive.
Why?
What? I don't lie. I don't lie either. We're going here to Walmart to get a window mount for my phone. So, yeah, we'll be right back. Yeah, this is what I came for. Oh, wait. It's hot beer. I don't want hot beer. I'm doing this for you, YouTube. Wait a minute. Should we get this one or this one? I still don't know. I don't need the one that charges. There's one that charges. That thing's $40.
And we don't want to cover our vents. So
that's another air vent mount. So 16, same price, $16.97 for.
Don't want an air vent. So I guess.
Why don't you like the air vent?
Because I mean we don't have enough air coming out of our vents anyway, right now. So you're gonna cover a vent? No.
There's a lot of air coming out of that vent right now. Pop sockets, pop grid. I like that one's got palm trees on it.
You don't want that one.
Why? I like it.
The roof.
Show them the one I got. You'll get the one out in the buggy.
Wait, this is just spin pop though. Those are the cheap ones.
Show them the one I got.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! America! Can't do that.
Why?
They're gonna jail you.
Oh yeah. All right,
we were over here looking at these $30, $40 one and $17 ones, and then all of a sudden I was like, well, look down here, y'all. They put the cheap ones down here, $6 for the owns, and it rotates. Yeah. And now she's breaking into the box.
You have to press a button like 20 times. It's still not releasing. What the world? Are you serious? You really have to do this?
You can't just squeeze it and pull them in and out?
It's not just releasing. Oh, you hold it forever.
No, I like the way you were doing it. Do it again. Walk over here to the Walmart clearance rack and see if we can maybe find something they may have put out that it's not saturated in the market yet. I don't do a whole lot of retail arbitrage, and the reason why I don't do a lot of it is because retail arbitrage oversaturates the market. So many people doing it. If you don't get in early on something, you get in a week, 2 weeks late, prices have all went down. Amazon and eBay is full of the stuff. So, and yeah, I think it's over this way today. So we're gonna take a look at their clearance just to see if there's something that we can pick up for cheap. These are some things we see on the clearance rack here. No, used to be retail's $29.
This is $5. It was $20. PJ Masks stuff still.
I don't know if the PJ Masks stuff's doing any good anymore. And these were $12 or $3 or $3 now. I don't know. We'll have to scan these and see if they're selling for anything on eBay. Yellies? Yellies? Why'd they call them Yellies? Six surprise movements. Okay, so they do stuff.
They're probably yell.
There's no try me button. Y'all remember when we were growing up, there were try me buttons on everything?
Mm-hmm.
You were like, oh, I want to hit the try me button, then the battery be dead on that one. You pull that one off the rack, go to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they still have that?
Yeah.
Here's some Star Wars. Who's this? Luke Skywalker. Okay.
Yeah,
that's Luke Skywalker's $3.50. This might be worth scanning. These are the only two things we got off the clearance rack. And we were over there for about 10 minutes looking at everything. And these are the only ones worth picking up. This one here, I believe we can sell it for about $17, $18 on eBay. And this one here, I think we can probably sell for about the same price, $15 to $20. And the markets aren't quite saturated yet, so we only picked up a couple of them. They're just the scanned items for what we're going to do the retail arbitrage on. So $4.86 is what we spent.
Ah, look, Day. We have a window mount again. Don't break this one. If you break this one, you're fired.
Fired?
Yep. I have to go find somebody who's reliable enough not to break my window mounts. What are you doing?
Opening your pop socket.
Oh, we got to take now. See, now we got to take the phone out of it so we can put. Well, can we put the pop socket? Will the pop socket go on it and still can use the camera on the window mount?
As long as it comes out far enough.
What was we talking about?
What was we talking about?
What was?
We were talking about the philosophy of doubling and tripling money on how other people see it. You and I had a difference of opinion.
The philosophy of doubling and tripling money, the difference between how people see it.
Yeah.
Well, we're on the same page now, though. We won't bore everybody with that detail. But what I was saying to her on the way to the car was, and if you want to look at the camera, it's like over here, I think. No, it's over here. Yeah, there it is, right there. I got a booger on my finger, do I? No, okay. Anyway, we were talking about the profit we're going to make from the 2 things we purchased in Walmart. Like I told you guys earlier, I started doing retail arbitrage out last year and had a little bit of success with it. Maybe started doing some research on it and realizing that there's a lot of people that do retail arbitrage. Well, there's a lot of people who do thrifting too. But the biggest difference between thrifting and retail arbitrage is when you're doing retail arbitrage, everybody's looking for the same thing. When you're thrifting, you're looking for all different things. Some are the same, but typically speaking, when you thrifting, you're getting all different stuff than your other pickers, thrifters, or whatever you want to call them. But if people are doing retail arbitrage, going to Walmart's, Target's, Ross, what's the other ones? TJ Maxx, you know, all these discount stores with clearance racks to sell things for cheap. Everybody who's doing it is looking for the same exact item, so it floods the market. So once all these retail arbitrage pickers go and pick up these items, they throw them on Amazon or eBay. They have flooded the market, reduced the profit margin for everyone, and unless you can hold on to those items for sometimes years at a time, you're not going to make any money. You might make your money back, but it's going to be a slow selling item unless you get in quick, or you're in it for the long run. Like you want to wait for all the other arbitragers stuff to sell, and then you can throw your stuff, you know, up for sale. But you got to be willing to sit on the inventory. I'm not willing to do that. So whenever I do retail arbitrage, I do it very picky, and I only get a couple items at a time. You know, like the Star Wars Luke Skywalker, if there was 10 of them on that rack, I'd have got all 10. But we only got the 1. Now that's just an example of something that's not, there's a lot of them on eBay, but they're selling every day, all the time. So right now it's not flooded. I mean, it may be a little flooded, but there's
How many did you see on there?
Lots of them selling almost daily. Yeah. But that's just an example of one of the things. You can still find things retail arbitrage that can sell relatively fast for a pretty good profit. And what Janee and I do, we have agreed on, is that we're looking to triple our money, right? And what we mean by tripling our money is if we buy something for $5, we want to sell it for how much, Janee?
$20.
$20. That means we get our $5 back times 3. That's what we mean by tripling. Some people look at, I want to triple my money. I'll buy for 5, sell it for 15. Right. To us, that's doubling your money because you got your money back plus 10. So you actually only doubled your spend. And that's the way we look at it. So yeah, tell us in the comments if y'all agree with that or not.
Right.
I think if you put 10 different people together and ask them the same question, they'll get 10 different answers on that.
Or at least 2.
You know, if I'm looking, just, you know, give you another example. If I buy something for $100, I want to sell it for $400. I like anything $5 and under at a thrift store. I like to sell it for at least $20. That's just where I just, if it's not worth $20 or more, I don't want to pick it up.
Right.
Because it's not that it won't sell. You go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, well, you know, a lot of our auctions are, you know, we put a price and it's buy it now at this price or best offer. And those best offers often come in several dollars below what you're asking. So, yeah, we really want to try to sell. We want to pick up things that we're buying for like $4 and we can put for $20+.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're also looking for stuff to have a quick turnaround, not something I'm going to sit on for months or a year at a time.
Live and learn.
And I know that, yeah, we have lived and learned. Like I said in the previous video, we began picking and thrifting and stuff a year or 2 ago, and we did it for a little while, and we made a little money, but we kind of fell off the wagon doing it. eBay kind of became very expensive for us, and we were picking probably all the wrong things. We ended up having 5-10 totes full of clothes that we're going through now, listing them at cheaper prices than what we would have sold them for previously, because we realized that we didn't know enough about what we were doing to be picking that many items at a time.
Right.
Right now, when we thrift, we get really, really picky about things. I hit the thrift stores every week. Sometimes Janee goes with me, sometimes she don't. But generally speaking, I hit them when I get off work. Because I work my 8 to 5 job every day too. There's no wrong way to do thrifting, in my opinion. I just think you have to find whatever works for you. I mean, if you can have 20 totes full of clothes you can sit on for 2 years and sell, that's up to you. But we just don't have the space for that. So we have to be super particular about what we purchase for resale because of the room that we have to store things, the time it takes for us to list, because we both have jobs. So we have to be careful. We got to kind of balance our lives a little bit with our picking, thrifting adventures versus our work life or our home life. Like last night, we decided we went bowling. So we've been trying to do things more as a family here recently, and that balance is kind of delicate. So, yeah, that's where we are. Just so everybody knows. Go to Goodwill?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go hit one of my favorite Goodwills. Probably is my, it's my favorite close Goodwill.
For around here, yeah.
My favorite Goodwill is in Myrtle Beach. But matter of fact, y'all, we had thought about going to Myrtle Beach today. I talked about going this morning, and then we just won't go out riding all the way out to Myrtle Beach. Not today. No. Maybe tomorrow, depends how we feel.
I can't wait to get to Florida again, though.
Oh, yeah. That'll be another video. We'll tell you about that. Just to give you a short, teaser. She went to Florida a few years ago, and she hit one of them Goodwills down there in Naples, Florida, which is on the west coast side of Florida. Her aunt was living there at the time, and she was impressed the kind of stuff she found. It's hard to impress her in a thrift store. So, yeah, we'll talk about it in another video. And we'll show you, matter of fact, we'll show you those end tables that you got there, too.
Sure.
On those what those are end tables, like dressers or small
bedside table.
Bedside table. Okay. Do you still have some of the stuff you got from there, other than those?
The lamp that you keep taking pictures off of.
Oh yeah, that's one of the ways I list my clothes. I actually hang them off this lamp she got from that place. I'll show you all that in another video too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the thrift store. Let's go to Goodwill.